to my channel. I am Alicia, your sweet psychic spiritual guide here to deliver you clear and loving guidance so that you can manifest your hashtag dream life. Today, we are going to troubleshoot the manifesting process a little bit. I'm currently running my Become Your Best Self course right now, and one of the students asked about detachment. Why and how can you actually detach from the outcome and trust that the universe is going to bring you what you want? Let's break this down. In essence, with manifesting, there are three steps that you need to do in order to manifest anything. This is basically down to the essentials. Number one, you need to ask for what you want. Number two, you need to believe that you're going to be able to receive it. And number three is to open your arms up to receive the blessings and miracles that the universe is trying to bring you. With these three steps, if you have not seen your manifestation come into your physical reality, it means that one of those three steps is out of alignment for you. Let me explain. When we talk about asking, we have to get clear on what it is that we asked the universe to give us. A lot of the times, now, granted, there are specific manifestors and non-specific manifestors, but even if you're a non-specific manifestor, you still need to give the universe an idea of what it is that you want, and you're okay with it being this or something better. With specific manifestors, it's about getting crazy specific with what it is that you desire. But the problem is that a lot of the times when people are trying to manifest their partner, more money, more wealth, etc., they're just like, oh, I just want more money. Oh, I just want to have the one. Or it's like just these very general things. It would be the same thing if you're staying general to be like, I'm hungry. I want some food for dinner. Okay, what kind of food, right? You're not going to call up DoorDash or Uber Eats and be like, okay, I'm really hungry, bring me dinner. And then expect it to bring you something that you like. You have to start getting more specific and say, oh, today I'm feeling like Mexican food. And then even if it's Mexican food, okay, what I actually want are the chips and salsa with the handmade guac. I want a side of queso. I want the enchiladas. I want the red sauce, right? We have to tell Uber Eats what it is we actually want and in order for us to get that thing to our door. So if you aren't seeing that and you feel like you're scared of being specific, that might be the area that you need to work on. The second part is believe. If you are having a hard time believing, it's a telltale sign that you might be unable to detach yourself from the outcome. So here's the part for my student in my course. The issue is this. When you say, how do I detach from the thing that I asked the universe for? Ultimately, what that means in layman's terms is the fact that you don't believe that the universe is going to help you bring that thing to you, or you don't believe that you have what it takes to attract that into your life or to go out and take the necessary actions in order for that to come in. If you really want to detach yourself from the outcome, what you need to do is to start doing whatever it takes in order to believe that it actually is, in fact, coming. For example, let's say you were wanting to manifest some extra cash for the holidays, right? You wanted to increase your income. Well, the question then for you is, in order to detach from the outcome, do you have those income streams in place? Are you having enough of a capacity to handle the increase in orders, customers, clients that would be paying you for those services? Are you open enough to receive the money from an avenue that you haven't yet thought of yet? Are you in a wealthy, abundant mindset where you know that money comes to you whether you work for it or not? Have you specifically told the universe what you want this money for? Because the unit money is just energy. So if you're not really necessarily giving it a purpose, sometimes the money may come in, but you're like, oh, that was only $5, that doesn't count. Or oh, I found like a penny on the street, that doesn't count. Oh, well, I mean, I got my check from work, but that's not what I was talking about. Well, see, that means you need to go back and get a little bit more specific about exactly what it is that you want, because you have a fear that it's not going to come in. So, how do you actually detach? By getting yourself to do what you need to do in order to actually believe that it's coming to you. Part of that even might be you actually don't believe that you're worthy enough to get it. And that's where all the mind stuff tricks comes in, scripting, rewiring your brain, affirmations, etc., etc. Whatever tool you use in order to really believe that you are a money magnet, believe that money always comes to you when it calls, believe that you have done everything that it takes, because you can actually see it. I have this stream of I have 7 streams of income, like that money can come through for me. So bet I can get it any which way, right? This or something better. Pro tip: if you really are having a problem detaching from the outcome, aka trusting the universe to bring it to you, this is something that I personally love to do, and it really helps me detach. What I do is I either journal it out or say out loud, and I say, God, angels, universe, please bring me, right? Getting specific on the ask, X, Y, and Z, right? In the easiest, fastest, funnest possible way for me. After that, I write or I say, if there is anything that I need to do in order to help you bring this to me, please give me a clear and large and obvious sign, and I am willing to do my part. Thank you so much in advance. XOXO, your name. The reason why I say that is this: it gets me already into the state of receiving and giving over the bulk of the work to the universe and my angels to do. This really basically covers all grounds, because when you give some of the responsibility to co-create with the universe to bring you your manifestation, then it gets you into the receiving mode, because then you've already asked for what you want. The universe is going to deliver it. And if there is something that you need to do, the universe will tell you what to do, and then you just need to do it. Now, granted, that is going to look like a whole bunch of different things for different people. So it could be something as specific as, all right, in order for you to get this $5,000 that you asked for, you need to create a new stream of income. So while you're going about your day, you might get this like harebrained, oh my gosh, that is such an exciting idea in order to make money. And then that is a clear, obvious sign. Go and do those things. Or it might be like, wow, I don't know why, but I feel like I really need to go to Trader Joe's right now. And I don't even know what I need to buy there, but like something is like tugging me to go. So I'm just going to go. And then if you follow that impulse, AKA following your intuition, AKA your soul, who is directing you, who already knows what you want and knows what you need to do in order to get to where you want to go, you go there even though it doesn't make sense. And because you followed your intuition, you bump into old friend or, a person who gives you this opportunity to make the $5,000 that you had asked for. So had you not gone to Trader Joe's, you never would have gotten the money. Does that make sense? Every situation is different, but the mechanics of it are the same. When you tell the universe to do the bulk of the work for you, but you're willing to do your part if necessary, and then doing it when necessary, right? Listening to your intuition, feeling those gut instincts, getting the aha ideas, and going like, okay, great, I'm going to do this, and this. Then that's when both you and spirit are working in tandem to co-create this beautiful thing that is your life. This has helped me really detach a lot so that I could just easily go after what I wanted, and it always comes to me. I will say from personal experience, I usually, once I decide that I want something, I usually get it very quickly. I happen to be a very powerful manifester even before I knew even what manifesting was, but it's worked for me in my career with money and especially with manifesting new soulmates in romantic relationships. So I pretty much like manifested every single one of my boyfriends, and I just was like, no, that's what I want and that's what I'm going to get. And then the universe brings him to me, and I'm like, great. So it works in every single area. It even works for weight loss and for health goals. So when you finally decide, okay, you know what, bet I'm not being at this weight anymore. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I want to do this now. And once you decide and you decide on what it is that you want, then you're like, great, I'm going to get it. And then and then you just start to do it. Other pro tip that I can give you about detaching is you really have to embody the identity of someone who would get the things you're asking for. So if you're wanting that extra $5,000, $50,000, $5 million, I IDGAF, whatever the thing is that you want, no matter how far fetched it seems, if you believe that you can get it, then it's yours. The universe never puts an idea in your head that you cannot actually accomplish. It wouldn't even give you that dream if you weren't capable of making it happen in your physical reality. The only reason why it hasn't happened is because of your tendency to go back to, oh, but that's so hard, or oh, but that's so far away, or oh, but I'm not there. But if you were the type of person who was that or who had that, then what would you do? For example, if you were the type of person who always was financially wealthy and abundant and money flows into your bank account and overflow, what actions would you take? You wouldn't be worrying about whether the money was coming in or not because you already knew that it was coming in or not. So it would be a new normal for you, right? Does that make sense? Versus, oh my God, like I mean, people who are millionaires, multimillionaires, some of them, they are not happy and they're still in that whole like, oh my God, and they're still having all that anxiety as if they were poor, even though they have millions upon millions of dollars. And usually those people, even though their statements on how much they've earned may be millions and millions of dollars, but then their expenses and the way that they have structured, how much money is going in and out is horrible. And they may still actually be poor because they're not making enough profit, because they're not making smart, wealthy decisions, right? So we need to get out of the idea of, wow, well, they already have everything that I want. Like, how come I can't do the same thing? It's because you're constantly still thinking that I'm still poor. I still have lack. I don't have what I want. So then you have to start to embody the identity of the person who has those things, a person who, of course, attracts healthy partners into her life, a person who makes smart, wealthy financial decisions, a person who takes care of her body. So, of course, she looks amazing, whatever, what have you. Does that make sense? The last part is receive. This usually is the part that most people actually have a problem with. What I mean by that is this: the universe, like I was saying in part two, they might be giving you that money that you're wanting in little lump sums. So it may not be a big fat check for whatever amount that you were wanting, those thousands of dollars. It might be a refund here, a couple hundred there. Someone that you owed money to ended up paying you back. You ended up getting a surprise bonus at work. Your partner got a raise at work, this month. Um, you had some unexpected gifts, right? Because again, when you're talking about money, you can also be talking about abundance because again, why do you want the money? It's to buy something or an experience, right? To afford you more freedom. So let's say you're like, man, I really want this money because I really want to get a new computer. Then Sometimes the fastest and easiest way for you to get that computer is for someone to gift it to you. So if you want it, or if someone bought it for you, you may not count that as the money that you wanted, but you asked the universe for that laptop and now you have that laptop. So do you see how then, but then automatically, because it's not in the way that you wanted it, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, but that doesn't really count. And you reject the blessings that the universe is trying to give you. And in that lack mentality, even if the thing that you had manifested gets it right into your hands, if you are dead set on not receiving it, even if it's subconscious, you are going to push it away because you believe still that you don't deserve it for whatever shape reason. That really happens a lot with relationships, but even in money, it's like, oh my God, I really want a job. I really want a job, universe. I really want a new job. I really want to be able to like increase my financial wealth. So you actually get a job and then you go, oh, no, she's really irritating to work with. That's not really paying me enough money. That's too far for me to go. I don't really want to work those hours. So all of a sudden, you got the job that you manifested, and then now you're having problems receiving it, and you're finding any excuse to push it away. Another way that we do this is, for example, with money, you get the lump sum that you want, but like let's say you wanted an extra $5,000, but then your car breaks down and you have to immediately use that $5,000 that you wanted for your trip or for whatever, and it has to go straight into your car. So now you're back at zero. That's another way that we subconsciously sabotage ourselves from receiving fully the things that we desire. Go back and reflect over these three. It may be a little bit of all three, but for the most part, one or more of those things is out of alignment. Because if you truly ask for what you want, let's say $5,000, you're like, universe, bring me $5,000 in the easiest, fastest, funnest possible way, whether I work for it or not. You got to get specific. And then two, believe it's going to come. You can use any way to be able to make yourself believe that, whether it is, okay, I actually have this offer out where I have an offer for $1,000. So if five people pay me this $1,000, I will have that 5 grand. Or, oh my gosh, end of year sale. I'm just going to put everything on clearance and I'm just going to, just push product through, and that will accrue to that $5,000 that I desired. Or I'm going to put this new offer out and I only need one client, and maybe it's like $5,000 for 3 months of work or whatever, whatnot. And then you just get that one client, right? And there's so many different ways to make money. It's just about how do you want it to come to you. But once you start putting into action, okay, I've been able to get my avenues of income. I know that I've done everything possible in my power to bring the money to me. I know the universe is always going to bring it to me because the universe always conspires in my favor, right? Then you can move on to step three, which is receive. One of the things to be able to receive is, because I already placed my order, it's almost like placing an order on Amazon. You know it's going to come. So there's no need to worry. With detachment, you have to stop worrying. If you're on the worry bus, you're focused on lack. If you're constantly thinking about the thing that you don't have, you're in an energy of lack. Every time you think about what it is that you want, and you're like, but it's still not here. But what else do I need to do? But oh, like I have to work so hard. All of these things are telling the universe you don't have that thing. So what is going to happen? Law of attraction, you get what you focus your attention on. If you're focusing your attention on the fact that it's still not here, you're still not going to get it, or you're going to delay it because of the fact that you just don't believe that it's going to come. You're so focused on lack, you have to flip that and be like, oh, I don't have to worry about it. I placed my order on Amazon. It's going to come in a couple of days, right? Even Amazon has delays on shipping during the holidays. So, yeah, maybe there's a delay because we do live in a physical 3D reality, and sometimes some things do take some time to put together. But does that mean that it's not coming to you? No. The only reason why it's not coming is because you don't believe it's going to come. Does that make sense? And then finally with the receive, it's like then once it starts trickling in, once you start just being like, yeah, I know it's coming. I don't even have to worry about it anymore. All I have to do is just affirm the fact that it's on its way, it's on its way, it's on its way. And I'm just getting ready for it to come to me. And I'm already knowing what I'm going to be doing with it, et cetera, et cetera. Acting like it's already on its way to you as if you just placed the order on Amazon. That gets you into the vibration of, oh, right, she was ready. She's open to receiving it. And then when it comes, even if it's coming in increments, you always show gratitude. Oh my God, thank you for this $5. Well, it was $5 that I didn't have yesterday. So I will take that $5 and I'll put it in the bank. Oh my gosh, I got another order. It was only an order for like $2, but you know what? That $2 is better than no dollar. So I will take that. Thank you, universe. Every single little increment. You have no idea. If you allow the universe to surprise you, you will be shocked at how much faster whatever it is that you want will come in. I hope that really helped. Drop in the comments below if you have any questions. Give this video a thumbs up if you found this helpful. Of course, subscribe if you haven't so that you'll be the first to be notified when another video drops. And remember, you really are worthy and deserving of receiving everything that you want and more. All you have to do is ask, believe, receive. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.